Hi and welcome to Rockin' the Planet. I'm Shane. I'm so glad you could join me to celebrate more of what's great about New Zealand music. This week in our RTP studio, we get to chat with and listen to bluesmen Steve Scott and Gregor Potts, who as a duo call themselves The Bard. Oh, and don't forget their friend Max. Then from the blues to coconut cowboys, I'll be chatting to Basil Poaching and Mac Tarney about their unique mixture of country music with a twist of Polynesia for good measure. But before we meet my VIPs, let's see who's been rocking the planet this week. Well, Elton John has just announced he is to cease making new records. His last album, his 32nd, titled Wild Crazy Night, was released last February 2016 and didn't sell too well, even though it was a real gem. The platinum-selling singer reckons that his records just don't sell anymore, that everyone has enough Elton John records in their collections. And now from golden oldies to harps and guitars and parrots. And my first VIPs tonight, they're called The Bard. And we want to welcome Steve Scott.
Thanks,
Shane. And Gregor Potts.
Hey.
How are you both?
Good, thanks. Good,
dynamic
mate.
duo. Now you play the blues?
We love the blues, yeah.
Yeah, blues, and I've heard you in the club, and it was fantastic. Where you were playing down the waterfront there. The name of the gig, what is it?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys place.
Yeah.
Oh, how could I forget that? Cowboys. You put a hat on. I've been there a few times. I come out worse for wear, but anyway, a good night's music with you guys. Perfect.
Thank
now,
you.
The Bard. Why would you call yourselves The Bard? Are you poets?
Well, you know, our show is you know, quite organic and traditional, and it's stripped back, acoustic, and you know, I was sort of raised with musicians who had a real strong empathy with the audience.
Yeah.
So we really try and include the audience and get a real banter going on and stuff. So the Bard just really fit, sort of, you know, our style, I think.
Yeah. And where did you guys sort of meet to start playing the blues? Were you just blues lovers that you didn't just meet on the street like Mick Jagger and Keith Richards on the railway platform, you know?
We met at an open mic night.
Yeah.
And Steve was doing a lot of the sort of style that I would join in with. Max is agreeing with me.
Yeah, I was going to say. And of course, Max is in the pitch. We'll get to Max.
He thinks he knows all about this. He probably does. He was there. But yeah, we were doing a lot of acoustic blues. Well, Steve was, and I thought, well, it's an open mic, so I'll jump up. And it kept going from there. And then we decided to join forces and become a duet.
Because you started playing blues harp a long time ago, jumping up and jamming wherever you could, right? Gregor?
Yes, not professionally, purely for the fun back in the old days.
But we say old days, what year are you talking about? You've been going for quite a while playing the harp.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about probably the 80s, because I was born in the early 60s, and I would have been about 20 when I started getting into Bob Dylan on the harmonica, and then later the blues.
I heard a story there that you used to jam on the Kestrel ferry when it came over from Devonport or whatever. There was a jazz band they had on there, or sort of a bluesy band, and you used to get up and jam with them when they went to and fro, and had a bit of a... So you honed your craft playing with the guys on the Kestrel? Yeah,
and I used to think those guys were old, but I realised they were probably younger than I am now. But I thought, they're so old, it's amazing they can stand, let alone play. But they had trumpets and guitars and a double bass, no harmonica, so I used to jump up with them. And that was fantastic. They were really nice guys.
I have to allude here and to this lovely green parrot sitting almost on your shoulder and conversing with us at the same time, facing the other way. You're so rude. So how did you two meet? I mean, where did you meet this parrot?
Well, I went to buy a Jack Russell dog, so I thought it would be fun to have on a boat. And on the way I stopped into the bird barn and had a look around there, and this guy said, "Hello, what's your name? You're beautiful." And
Love at first sight.
And I couldn't believe he said such a nice thing to me. Yeah. So, thanks, Max. So then so he's got a sense of humour.
It's fantastic.
So he's very intelligent. He knows what he's talking about. He understands a lot of words. And I got him out of the cage and had him on my shoulder, and apparently he normally bites men. He likes blonde women the most. So we were love at first sight, and then I had to have him. And I never got that Jack Russell. I got Max instead. I figured Max will live a lot longer.
And he's been with you pretty much all the way with you guys. He stays on stage with you right through your gigs. The loud music doesn't sort of get to his...
When he's not out
Sorry,
flirting.
Max, I'll ask you, shall I? Now, Max, I've never interviewed a parrot before. And you probably answer me, you love the blues? You love the blues, Max? Come on, tell me.
Oh, he's a typical bard. He doesn't let on too much.
Shutting up now.
He's a bit like Bob Dylan, isn't he?
You guys are creating a lot of music and making a lot of people happy around Auckland anyway, around the traps and things you're playing.
Yeah.
Your love of blues, you come from Southlands, Steve.
Yeah.
Now, that's a lot of country music fans down there, and it's not so bluesy down there.
No, I mean, maybe that's got a big reason why I'm doing so much blues up here, you know. But back home, there was a lot of country, you know, we're doing a lot of rock and roll. You know, they love the rock down south. And I was just fortunate that a great New Zealand musician named Kit Ward sort of semi-retired in my town. He bought a bar, built himself a stage.
What was
Alexandra.
Alexandra.
So Central Otago.
Yeah, lovely place, lovely place. Lots of
beautiful place. Yeah, love our fruit. And I seen him perform one night, and I was about 15, 16, and I just sort of became mesmerised by this guy. So I basically got in school. I said, look, I need some work experience in this kitchen. This is how I'm going to get in. So I washed dishes for free every Wednesday night in his kitchen for about 6 months before for free, just as work experience, until I got a shot at a good yarn to him, and he invited me and my band along on the Sundays, and that's sort of where it started. And then before too long, I was performing there about 5 nights a week, and that was on bass and guitar, and he put me through my ropes really for about 8 years.
Taught you the ropes.
Yeah. So, and he was a great bard. Yeah, he was a great bard.
So that's where the bard name came from?
Yeah, I guess so. Again, you know, and when I met Gregor, we both shared this love for Dylan and you know, using music as a medium for expressing things and communicating, and so that was sort of where that sort of merged together.
Do you want to be particularly political in your lyrics and things that you're writing now?
Yeah, definitely.
In new songs?
Well, without, I mean...
Being a Dylan fan, you know.
Yeah, sure. No, look, I mean, our original music definitely has a lot of topical sort of overtones. But, I mean, without sort of killing the mood, I mean, at the end of the day, we're out, we really just want to bring people together. We want people to feel happy and you know, feel included and stuff. So we're not really out to, you know...
I mean, when you're live, it's a good time thing, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's amazing. The blues thing is an explosion at the moment. There's so many blues bands out there at the moment. I think everyone's getting back to basics. They want to get down and just play the blues and rock.
That's what I love. It's so free. You know, I don't have to stick to a particular progression.
Yeah.
We can move. Me and Gregor gives us opportunity to really experiment on stage, and again, like empathising with the audience. So we're feeling off them if we want to go up or down, or you know. So and it gives us that freedom.
Well, Gregor, every good harp player, you need someone to work with. You know, get out there and start boogieing along, and I mean, it's an integral part of the blues, the harp. I mean, it instigates it straight away. Boom, you hear it. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, the blues. Yeah.
Yeah. Wind instruments.
Is there anyone you particularly listen to or inspires you, Gregor?
Harp.
Yeah. Apart from the Bob Dylan.
So apart from Bob Dylan, I discovered Sonny Terry.
Sonny Terry. Yeah.
Sonny Terry is my hero, and I even have a harp playing legend in my family called Badger Bloomfield.
Now,
and he inspired me.
Now, who is he? Is your brother or
Badger is my uncle, my mum's brother,
yeah.
and he plays in a band still called Dusty Roads and the Bluesmobile.
Okay. Where are they based?
Hawke's Bay, Southern Hawke's Bay.
Because we might get him on the show, Tuck.
I'm
always curious. I love
he'd
all
be
this
fantastic on the show.
So he's been playing for a long. Dusty Roads, what a great name.
Yeah,
it's like Sunny Day.
He has a beard bigger than Santa Claus.
Yeah. So he's a part-time Santa as well.
He is a real hippie. He has a house, but often likes to sit in his house truck in the front lawn.
Dusty Roads and the...
Bluesmobile.
Okay, look out for them. Dusty Roads and the Bluesmobile. Sounds great. What a good name. Okay, so he's 77.
Yes, and he inspired me with his harmonica playing. And then, much to my astonishment, one day I found my Auntie Joyce in her 90s was absolutely stunning at the harmonica. She asked me if she could... Can I borrow your harmonica? And I thought, oh, if you really must. And then she was in her 90s, she played like Sonny Terry and astonished me.
Wow, so
and she taught my uncle to play.
So the harmonica really is in the genes.
It seems to be.
It's really in the family genes. Okay, Steve, and Gregor. We're going to get to listen to some real blues now, so Max, just butt out, okay? From these guys are going to play a great blues standard, and it is Hoochie Coochie Man.
A gypsy woman told my mama before I was born, you got a boy child coming, it's gonna be a son of a gun. Gonna take all your woman, need to buy my hand, then the world gonna know I'm a hoochie Gucci man, 'cause you know I'm here. Well, everybody knows I'm here. Well, I'm the hoochie Gucci man, and everybody knows I'm here. All right, Google, come on now. Accuse me, well, take a look at yourself.
What you say?
Ooh, yeah. And before you accuse me, take a look at yourself. Well, I ain't spending no money on no women, I'm spending money on someone else. I called your mama about 3 or 4 nights ago.
I know what you're saying.
Ooh, yeah. And I called your mama
I'm hearing you.
about 3 or 4 nights ago. And your mama said, son, don't you call my daughter no more.
Hoochie Coochie Man, Muddy Waters, and there they are, Bard, ably assisted by Max in just the little green parrot. That's an Amazonian green parrot, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct. He's a yellow nape. That's his nape.
Okay, just so people know.
Amazonian
Okay,
parrot.
So, and
But he's in West. He's born in West Auckland.
born in West Auckland. Ah, he's man after my own heart. I wasn't born there, but I lived close to it. Anyway, guys, the Bard. Where can we get to see you play in the next couple of weeks? Anyone out there, because they love the blues, lots of people are looking for a place to go. You are playing at a club in town, in Auckland?
Yeah, we're playing at Cowboys down in the Viaduct from 8th of October every second Saturday onwards.
Every second Saturday. And what time do you start?
From
down there?
3 till 6, so it's a really great sort of afternoon gig.
Afternoon gig.
Yeah, we get a bit excited, but it's still kind of laid back, acoustic. We're not going to blow you away with
not
too
too
much.
early,
Not too early, yeah. But yeah, come on down. We do requests. It's
It's a
always a
regular
great.
gig.
It's a
We've
regular.
even got an extra microphone if you want to join us.
Oh, so it's an open mic. You don't mind someone getting up
Well,
and
you
joining?
know, if you're
As long as they're
keen.
reasonably, reasonably okay. You don't need, hey, mate, I'll get up and sing. You go away, yeah. We all have that, don't we?
We have.
But, and does Max sing? I believe Max sings a song. Now, you told me in confidence, I know, but I'm going to tell everybody now. He has a song called "How Much Is That Doggy in the Window" when he feels like singing it. Is that right?
Yeah, he certainly does, and it has to be sung in the key of C.
In the key of
If
C.
you play it in the key of C, he sings along, but if you do it in another key, he just looks at you like, no,
So
that's
C,
wrong.
I'm not sure. I think this is C. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with the waggly
He does
tail.
approve, I think.
How much is that doggy in the window? I do hope that doggy's for sale. Your turn, Max. No. I think I got him though. Yeah, I got his attention
Yeah, I
there.
think so.
He was looking at
Yeah.
He might break
He
into
liked it,
song.
I can tell you he liked it.
So the Bard is alive and well. Here's to
Definitely.
Shakespeare and any other poets that are out there. These guys are definitely going to go a long way. We love the blues and we love the bard. So thanks, Steve.
Shame.
It's been a pleasure having you guys here on Rockin' the Planet. And Gregor.
Thank you.
And Max, of course. I won't shake
Put
his
it up
hand.
there, Max.
Put it up there, Max.
Put it up there.
Give
Yeah,
me
look
five,
at that.
Max. Give me 3. How many have you? Claude, do
No, he's
that.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Good boy.
Okay. Great. Thanks, guys.
Good on you,
you.
Shane.
Welcome back to Rockin' the Planet. And now it's time for my next VIP guest. They call themselves Coconut Cowboys. I love that name, I tell you. And it's great to have 2 of them here. And I want to say hello to Basil Ching
Shane,
and
thank
Matt
you.
Tarney. How are
Hey,
you,
Shane.
mate? Good to have you both here. Now, this is exciting stuff. I love your music. It's sort of a blend. I call it a blend. It's country music, isn't it?
Yes.
But it does have a Polynesian side to it. It's sort of a blend of
Yes.
Polynesia. That's, you know, Coconut Cowboys. Where'd you get the name?
Well, I'm a coconut, you know.
I
So
wouldn't be so rude to say something.
Only a coconut can say that.
Okay, yeah. Only a
yeah.
coconut.
So you know, when I put the country band together, I
Yeah.
thought, well, Coconut Cowboys, why not? You know.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lovely name. I love it. It's real catchy, and I love it. Now, Basil, you've been doing a lot of recording and writing on your own over the years. You're a formidable writer. I've heard some of the songs already, and I love the songs. Is this something you started many, many years ago? I mean, looking at you, you've been around a while, not too long.
I haven't been around that long, Shane. I haven't been
Not
around as long as
me.
you.
No one's been around as long.
I've just had a hard life.
Rock and roll.
This is malnutrition, mate. You know.
Yeah,
What can I
exactly.
say? You know, I've only really been writing for about maybe 5 years,
5 years.
and
You just felt the urge to suddenly do this thing?
well, I was back in the day. I was really a singer, you know, and I decided I'd like to learn how to play the guitar. So I went to the rock shop
Yeah.
about 5 years ago and bought a guitar, and it was a Takamine guitar, you know. Anyway, I took it home and I taught myself how to play that song, Hallelujah.
The Leonard Cohen song.
Yeah,
Hallelujah.
that's it. Yeah, that's it. Do that again.
Hallelujah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So-
you, go on.
So, I probably took me 2 days, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, a couple of hours a day,
Sort of thing there.
and I sort of got it sussed. And then I naturally went from there and wrote my first song, probably the 4th day that I bought the guitar.
So it was there to come out. You obviously wanted to
Yeah,
get
it was
this
a song that I called Hey Hey,
Mm.
and yeah, that is still one of my favourites.
So I can't believe only 5 years ago you just went up the rock shop and bought your guitar.
Yeah, and
And started
well, if you
writing.
spent more time with me on the guitar, you'd appreciate it. You'd say, "Oh, now I believe you."
Yeah. Oh, you sound pretty good tonight.
That was back, mate. But you know, I must have written, I don't know, 60, 80, somewhere between 60 and 80 tunes.
So really prolific.
Yeah, and probably another 150 of like one verse songs.
Yeah. But you, as a singer, you mentioned you were a singer way back when.
Yes.
Well,
I thought I
as a
was.
cabaret sort of singer.
It was.
or-
I don't know if do you remember Charlie's Place?
Charlie's Place and all. And
Do you remember in
Yeah,
Queen
yeah,
Street,
I
up at
remember.
Queen
Yeah,
Street?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there was Main Street.
Yeah,
After
that's right.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I went there one day. I must have been about 18, I suppose. And I was driving past, or walking past. I saw this sign up there having a talent quest, and it was $1,000 first prize. So I thought, that's me, you know. So I went in there and said, oh, you know, I'd like to, you know, go in this talent quest. They said, well, they're doing auditions at the moment. So I went and you know, put my name down, and they called me up, and I did a song. And the guy that owned the club, Charlie, well, his name was Colin actually, but he called it Charlie's Place. He, after I sang, he came up to me and said, forget about the talent quest, son, I want you to sing here.
Wow.
So I got a job, and it was quite funny because I'd only just started at another job a couple of weeks
Like a
prior
proper
to that.
job, you
Yeah,
mean?
proper job.
Yeah, a real job.
Real job, yeah. And I was getting like $59, I think, a week,
yeah.
you know. And he said, so I said, well, I've already got a job, you know. And he said, well, how much are you getting? I said, 150. This is Chinese of me coming out. He said, $150 a week, you know. And he goes, I'll give you 300.
Oh, deal.
I said, where do I start? So I was there for
So
2 years.
2 years on 300.
300.
That's a lot of money. Then.
Well, it was. 'cause
How
it's
many
given-
nights a week?
Well, it's 4 nights a week.
4 nights a week. Yeah. That was
4
good,
hours
yeah.
a night, because they just
75
want the
a night.
cabaret licence in those days. And give you an indication, my father was a builder, used to work half a Saturday, so,
Yeah.
5.5 days, and bring home under $100 every week,
Yeah.
right? And I'm bringing home $300 for four nights. And he thought I was a drug dealer.
You weren't.
No, and I did that for 2 years. And
Wow,
it was great.
What a lovely story.
Yeah, it was
So you
really
moved on from there, and then so 2 years of that. Now, Mac, I've got to, because you've got a fantastic story, and I know there's so much more, and we don't have these hour-long shows. So, but Mac, I've got to talk to you because you had a wonderful career start. You started with the Mark Williams.
That's right, yes. I was
One
playing
of our
bass.
greatest assets, Kiwi music's assets. He now lives in Australia, but
Yeah.
Mark Williams, and you were in a group called The Face.
That's right.
But so you had a great start, and you came from Dargaville.
Dargaville, that's right,
Where
yes.
Mark came from.
Yep, we all grew up together.
Yeah.
Same with the other guys, that are like Willie Honer was our guitarist.
And Willie, of course.
Yeah, and he was, because he went on to writing songs for Herbs.
Yeah,
and
and playing with them
and
too.
playing with them and touring with them. So and then we were a back-end group basically when we first moved to Auckland under the watchful eye of Glenda.
Oh, Glenda.
Glenda Law.
Glenda Law. Okay. Yeah.
And Lou Prime, of course.
Yes.
And we were sort
Fuller's
of
Entertainment.
yeah, and we and I think Jared was working for them as well.
Jerry Smith.
Yeah, that's right.
He's now head of Face TV.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
there you go.
So we worked
You're all
like
off
that.
your face, the lot of you. Oh, carry on. Please, I couldn't resist it.
Anyways, but I got out of the business. I just came to a point where sometimes you just hit a wall and just say,
You'd had enough?
I'd had enough, yeah. And I left the band. So Face broke up because of me, and I just headed
Oh,
home.
because of you?
Yeah, because of me, yeah.
All your fault.
Yeah, I left. I started the band, well, me and another guy, Greg Finlay, the drummer.
Yeah.
But I left the band first, so.
But you have wonderful guitar skills.
Oh,
these
yeah.
days. You must have been playing for a long time since
Well,
then.
I played bass, you see, over the years I started picking up guitar, and so
Yeah.
I started playing guitar, and then I started playing came back to the scene about 17 years ago, and just been playing up north and around, doing corporate stuff with different bands, and I play with a couple of bands in Auckland, and then I was doing a show in Auckland, and he walks up to me and says, "Oh, we'd agreed to meet," so that's how we first got together. So yeah.
And that was the beginning of the Coconut Cowboys. Basically.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll ask you about who else is in the band afterwards. First of all, let's take a look at you guys playing this beautiful song. Now, it's all about cowboys, isn't it?
It is.
And it's called
Another cowboy gone today.
Another Cowboy Gone Today.
He said, I love you for the very last time. She closed his eyes and took another sip of wine. Then all the angels gathered around. Another cowboy just left town. When they laid him down to rest, she placed red roses on his chest. She said, I love you even when I die. That's when I heard the angels cry. Ki-yi-yo, yippee-yay. You could hear the angels pray. Ki-yi-yo, yippee-yay. Another cowboy gone today. She said, I love you for the very last time. Some say she laced her final glass of wine. They buried her right next to her man. And I heard those angels cry again. Ki-yi-ho, yippee-hey. You could hear the angels pray. Ki-yi-ho, yippee-hey. Another cowboy gone today. Ki-yi-ho, yippee-hey. You could hear the angels pray. Ki-yi-ho, yippee-hey. Another cowboy gone today. Another cowboy gone today.
Another cowboy just left town. Well, still got a couple of cowboys here with us, I'm telling you. A couple of coconut cowboys.
Thank you.
Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure having you here on Rockin' the
Great.
Planet with Shane. And
Thank you, Shane.
We're
Thank
going to
you,
be
Shane.
having you back when you've got that record ready.
Yep.
That hot little CD in your hand. I want to see that music. Oh, no, I hear it. And meanwhile, get out there and see these guys play. Look out for them. Coconut Cowboys. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Music Education Centre. It offers lessons for people of all ages, child or adult, it doesn't matter. The Music Education Centre have centres right across Auckland, and they are more than happy to help you choose whatever instrument suits you. Give them a call right away on 0800 893939 and start making your own music. The Music Education Centre. Well, thanks again to my VIPs, the Coconut Cowboys and the Bard, and of course, Max, the Amazonian Parrot. We'll be here same time, same place next week, and until then, you just keep on rocking.